All the way back when World of Tanks Blitz first came out, there was no such thing as a French tech tree, and because of that, there was no such thing as auto-loading vehicles. Sure, there were tanks at Tier 2 and Tier 3 that had their little, auto-loading machine guns. However, it didn't come until about a year later when the AMX 50B was released that autoloaders first came really relevant. And nowadays, autoloaders are everywhere. If you don't have an autoloader in one of your games, no matter what tier you're in, I don't know where you're playing because Blitz has probably more autoloaders played than any other type of vehicle. The Progetto 65 is now the most played tier 10 medium tank at over 10,000 players, which is incredible. We have the TVP 5051, the Krandong. Now, of course, the Progetto and Kron are auto reloaders, but I still count them in the same category. We've got the entire French line. These are basically all autoloaders, even the Foch 155. Then you make your way over to the Americans. You got the M6 Yo. You've got the T57 Heavy. It just goes on and on and on. Even Britain now has the FV 4005. So, yeah, autoloaders are everywhere. And it's very hard to see which ones are so good because, in my opinion, all of the autoloaders are incredible. But we're going to be talking about one incredibly strong one, which would be the Tier 9 Czechoslovakian Skoda T50. This is a very strong medium take at that. Basically, you're grabbing the gun of a Bat Chatillon 25T and bringing it down a tier. It's got fantastic standard pen and premium penetration for being a tier 9. It's got 8 degrees of gun depression, goes 60 kilometers per hour forward. This side of the vehicle is covered in spaced armor, and it dumps out all of its damage in, yes, 5 seconds. It is an incredibly strong vehicle. In fact, it dumps its damage out faster as a tier 9 vehicle than the Batchat does as a tier 10 light tank. So yeah, that's pretty dang strong. We're going to be seeing just what it's able to do in today's video. Now, what I don't understand, and I've made I think 2 or 3 videos now talking about this, is why the Skoda line is such an unpopular line. The TVP 5051 is probably one of the strongest tier 10 mediums in the game. If you know how to run that vehicle correctly, you can easily be racking up 3,000, 4,000, even sometimes 5,000 damage, because it's able to dump out 1,240 damage in a matter of 6 seconds. And as a medium tank with 60 kilometers per hour, it basically makes the AMX 50B almost seem bad in certain scenarios. But we're going to see just what this tank is capable of doing. Now, we are up against 2 Pramo players in very strong tanks that are probably going to be able to rip into my vehicle. So, no promises on this game being 100% fantastic, but we're still going to be able to try and do our best. So we got FE25E, FE4 202, and which way is my team going? Well, that's not fantastic, I'm going to be honest. Well, if my team's going to do that, there's no way I'm pushing medium side. I really don't know what to do at this point, so well then, that's no fun. My E3 might just get a little bit violated, but yeah, I'm going to push up here. You can see the fantastic mobility on this vehicle, easily getting upwards of 50 kilometers per hour, and hopefully we're going to be able to spot some stuff. So there's the E3 getting detected already, and yeah, there you go. Hess shells are flying at him like no tomorrow. We also got the WT-113. So with that knowledge, I'm going to try and push as quickly as I can to try and either outspot the Waffenträger or the Grill 15. Wow, basically their whole team is now spotted. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push right over to here, and hopefully we're going to be able to get some shells into the rear of the FE2 and 5B. There's 1 and 2, and let's go for a third. Boom! Oh, okay, well, I guess he's just going to turn his tank and snap me in the mantlet. Ah, yes. Don't you know the skills? But actually, the Grill on their team is already dead. And even though our T110E3 is getting very quickly taken out, that's still actually pretty solid. Let's see if we can get another shell into that Tune 5B. There you go. Another nice tap into you. I don't know exactly what the enemy Waffle is planning on doing, but right now our team actually got a pretty decent farm off of the enemy team. That E3 is wondering why I personally did not take tunes. And if any of you are wondering in the comments or anything why I did not take dunes as a route, the reason I actually didn't is because just looking at what my team was doing, I didn't really trust them enough to take dunes. There's 2 shells in, and let's go for 1 more. Just went a little high. Obviously, the dispersion on this tank is pretty good, but sometimes it is a little bit loopy. But either way, we're doing pretty solid here. In fact, so solid that we might win on a base capture, which is pretty dang interesting. Not what I normally expect. Let's go for some shells into you. Okay, maybe not. I guess not then. We still got that FV though, and he is poking like a mad lad. And again, another miss there. Let's go for a pen. There you go. Nice penetration. And with that, I don't know what to say. We captured the base and won. Well, well, there you have it, folks. How to beat skilled players. Just apparently capture the base. Now, even with that game, we did a pretty solid amount of damage. We did 2,018. And we probably could have done quite a bit more if we had been able to play the tank pretty well. At least, you know, in a battle that lasted more than a minute from winning on base capture. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Let's do another game. Hopefully this one's going to express the vehicle more. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Now, in that first game, you did get to see some of the strengths. We got a couple shells into that FV2 and 5B, and that guy obviously did not enjoy our company all too much. We had a lot of those tier 10 opponents. You know, that FE4 202 is starting to come after me, but honestly, I wasn't even super worried. Even though we had missed those first two shells in him, we still had gotten one in. He was a one clip for us, and all we had to do is kind of reload our clip. And as I said, the side of this tank is covered in spaced armor. It's something that a lot of people don't know. So you can actually turn this vehicle to the side when people are aiming at you, like that FE4 202, and, you know, you can get a lot of bounces. I'm going to say a month ago. Alright, so what do we have here? We got the Centurion 7-1, we got the 49. Now, the 49 is going to be a strong tank against this vehicle, because obviously this tank does not have the most of armor. We've got the Hori back here. These are all very deadly tanks. Let's go for... Wow, that was kind of sad, wasn't it? Well, you know what? We got two pens out. I'll take it. It's better than nothing. And now the T-32 drove all the way up the hill, because, wow, would you look at that? I have no team. Ah, yes. Don't you love Blitz, everybody? I don't know what to do at this moment. I'm going to push forwards, and hopefully the Centurion is stock, which he is, which is perfect for me. Let's go for another pen into you, and now I'm going to drive away. I don't know what to do at this point. My team is kind of rart, but that's fine. We are going to drive down this hill. I don't know if this Centurion's tunneling me, because he's not going to win this fight. I've already got more hit points on him as it is. And, yeah, okay, well, let's go then, Mr. 49. Not 49, let's go, Mr. Centurion. Let's get to one shell into you, yeet, and then we can go for a shell into the T-49. There you go, there's one nice tap, and let's angle the tank, yes! I, again, don't know what the big brain plan was either coming out of this guy, Well, let's just give him a little bit of a love tap, finish you off, of course, with this tank going so quick. You're able to get some pretty nice rams in with it as well. It doesn't weigh the lightest of amounts. So there you have it, another very weird battle. This is the issue with Blitz lately, is battles make no sense. The last battle we played against one of the most skilled clans on North America, and won because we did base capture. Now, we could have won either way, but still, the base capture was a weird addition to it. Now, let's go for this Hori. Whoa, we've got the time. There's one shell into you. We can't HE him, but there's two, and let's get one more out. There you go. Three nice taps into the Hori Type 2, and even though we did get hit by that ISU, either way, we're doing pretty solid here. We're at 2,983 damage already, and now we are just going to start reloading once again. Now, this Hori, again, I don't know why these players are so angry, but you're dead. Get out of here. We got the T-32 off to the side. We've already broken 3,100 damage. And you can see just what makes this tank such a fantastic vehicle. Let's go for a one shell into the T-32, and this is vengeance for you being a butt earlier. 3,499 damage, plus a little bit of ramming. And there we go. That is the Skoda. This is why I personally love playing in this tank. It's fast. The gun is great. The armor, it doesn't have a lot, but you still can get some bounces on the turret. And as well, the side armor, as I did say, is fully spaced, which means that you can see it here, actually. This little part here that cuts out is all spaced armor. So, personally, I like the tank. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite tier 9s. It's a vehicle that nobody talks about, but it definitely should be. Hopefully, all of you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. As I said in my personal opinion, this is a line that everybody should be grinding. It's a fast line. The tanks all have great penetration. The tier 10 is fun. It's just, in my opinion, a fantastic tier 9, fantastic tier 10, and a fantastic tier 8. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.